Rocking with your boy, TheCzarr, all rights reserved, CommenterNation, greatest nation since United Nations, stand up, let's talk about it. Here's what needs to be discussed, point blank period, let's talk about it. There is a serious situation that is beginning to unfold, dealing with certain socialites that are taking advantage of the scenario. What do I mean by that? I mean that they are literally using moments dealing with other people to address or alienate people around to define a certain situation or character. You see, it's quite simple. How you behave and how you groom yourself to grow, whether it's as being in the media or disclosing information, is crucial to the understatement that every form of publicity is good publicity. So here's the problem. Socialites are taking this ideology, running with it, and using it to define what they do and trying to put it up against what others do in a form to gratify themselves in the larger perspective. That's a problem, because then they find themselves mightier than thou, and they find it no problem to sit around and try and point fingers at a person's character. That's part of the problem. Hold on. I'm just going to grab something quick. So when they're saying that that's a problem, well, as I'm saying that's a problem, and they're seeing that it is not a problem, you create some type of form that loses meaning. So in the same sense, yeah, they touch my joint, it's going down. So I'm just trying to understand what ultimately is trying to be proven. What's the purpose? I don't see it. What's the purpose?
Because I was like, I was saying it earlier that morning. Don't try to justify shit was shit. It was shit, right? That's it. I know exactly.
Do you have Al Capones?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you looking for the sweets or the Jamaican ones?
Sweets.
2 packs or the big pack?
The big pack.
All right, Stitz, I'm out of here. I'll send you a text.
Take it easy.
Yes. Yes.
Those are ones?
Big pack.
Gotcha.
Do I look familiar to you? Do you know who I am?
Me?
Yeah, I'm a YouTuber. My name's TheCzarr, all rights reserved.
No, I do not.
I
don't watch YouTube, though, very much.
Oh, okay. I'll give you a reason to watch it. Did you know who XxxTentacion was?
No.
You don't? The Florida rapper?
Oh, the Tekashi guy.
No. X.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
XXX or whatever.
Yep. Right now, I'm here with an audience. It's thousands of us. We do investigations trying to figure out what's actually happening to him. Right. Because the way it went. Yeah. Recently in the case, experts have been called in on the case to do different things. Yeah. So we're investigating, looking at that. Yeah. And I just have a lot of respect for these sponsors. Al Capone. Yeah.
I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
URL rap battles.
What's up?
URL rap battles.
All right.
Check it out.
Yep. Take it easy, bud.
See, we show love no matter what. That's how we move. See, we've been moving different. These guys move the same. They're the same thing. They want to see people fail. They don't want to support each other. We know you guys, but we're different. We're way different, and we're going to stay different. Hold on real quick. So what's going on with these socialites who are hopping up on media trying to make a certain perspective out of people they don't know? Why is that such a prevalent thing? How can someone take something like that to heart and act in that manner? What's up with that? Because I ain't never disrespect you, ma'am. Fish lips. That's what we gonna call you, fish lips, on Instagram. And, you know, my homies who I could tell you right now are closer to the situation than you'll ever be, actually told me to go at you. They told me to eat you alive. I was like, nah. I was like, you know, I have had wars in social media with people, but they wanted me to eat you. They wanted me to go no holds bars against you. And yeah, I could do that, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. You know what I'm going to do instead? It's not even about taking the bigger route, being the bigger man. I'm going to let you have whatever victory you feel you have. Just remember who's talking to who matters. That's all. So the same way you be like, girl, bye, whatever you do with your little neck, when you're doing them neck movements, whatever you're doing, see it the same way. Except I'm not going to say no lame subject like, girl, bye, or nothing wild or off base like that. I'm going to tell you to do you, and I'm going to do me. Don't worry about what we're doing. Whether Queen Prodigy's over here or Isabella Mink's over here, don't worry about what we're doing over here. Worry about yourself. Got your lips poked out, looking all lame and stuff. Ain't no man looking for you. Why you saying my name? I ain't worried about you. I just had to let you know that. That's all I'm going to say with that. Now back to the topic. Here's what we're trying to figure out, period. With these socialites, what is their angle? Is somebody putting a battery in their back to come at us? Is someone putting a battery in their back? Hey, he's about to talk about it. Hurry up. I'm going to find out. You do know I'm going to find that out if that's happening, right? You do know that. You do know that. You know that. You know that. I ain't got to tell you. You know that. So here's what's going to happen. I'll find out who's telling you to say things that aren't true. And then we both can word out whatever you want to do. You said, I'm with the S. Come on. I'm a different caliber of that. Don't be dumb. Don't be dumb. My caliber's different. The way I work this media from the bottom, you should have looked like, he's not going to have a little spout. I said what I had to say to you, and that's all. It wasn't like I keep saying, no, I said what I had to say. After you said fraud or whatever you said. I didn't know you existed. What's your name? China? Whatever your name is, Black China. We got a lot of Chinas around. Except the crazy thing is you spell yours with 2 N's. You can't even spell it right. What's wrong with you? And you think you could talk about somebody else? Nobody's thinking about you. If Queen reached out, she reached out to try and collab and make good with you. But you wanted to turn it into a war because you wanted some media. That's okay. That's okay. Stay lame. We rise above. Took me a minute. Had to ride around, think what I was going to talk about, but I figured it out. You know what? Not even that I didn't have a subject. It was how I was going to address you. I had guys telling me, get her, get her. I was like, nah, go ahead, do it. Nah, yeah, nah. I'm going to let her be great. But know this one thing. The moment you chose to villainize what it is we bring to the table is the moment you empowered what we're doing, whether you realize it or not. You empowered us. And from here on to infinity, you made greatness. And we're going to continue to make greatness. Now, here's what I'm going to say to you. Here's what I'm going to say to you going forward. If you want to make any type of media, how about you sit here and help us find out what happened? But you don't want to know that. Because I can tell you're a puppet with a hand up your rear looking for somebody to please. That's why we're different. Keep looking for those you want to please. TheCzarr rides above. Whether he's flying in the cockpit right after handling business or he's moving like a train on his way to a destination to win. Just know whether flying in the air or on ground movement, we got it on lock because we're the only ones that care. CommenterNation, greatest nation since United Nations. And don't forget it. Say whatever you say. Don't forget it. Just like you can complain about the winners, you can say this about the winners, they're still going to win. Because you show when you call someone else doing clout, and so what? So what if it was? What is your level of clout? Is your clout genuine, care, or is it you posting videos and showing love scenes and things that have nothing to do with you? Playing other people's intellectual property. We don't move that way. Now tell me this. How's this case going to end? How do you guys think? Because this socialite angle is starting to show true motives on the backside being hidden. And no matter them, you know how I rock. How we always rock. greatest nation. Since what? You know what it is. Subscribe, hit the bell, ride with the movement. More coming tomorrow.